infinity, or the finality of tick-tocking time.
Right, I don't actually recall what I was doing the last time. So I think I'll just go on with the missions I had. I think we were about to attack the village anyway.
Tell me, my friend, have you heard any recent prophecies regarding the... what was it again? Oh yes, the so-called damned one.
Not lately, Master Imp. Indeed, I very much fear that until the void is caged once more, there will be no future to prophesy.
What was it? Hunter's Edge, right. How to cause a boss? We need to...
I have seen the void, and it haunts me. Follows my vision like a confused...
We need to get the orc matriarch to kill her own orcs. I think that's more or less was the plan, to weaken her, then start the fight.
Feeding him his own medicine.
That is because there is nothing you can or want or may do besides guarding the god's damn door. You hear?
Loud and bloody well clear, sir.
By the goddesses, tits are parched!
Then shut your mouth and go get us some wine, why don't you?
Now there's an idea with a ring to it. I'll be right back.
I'm tripping.
I've got my eye on you. My order of the
No. Here's the gigantic orc. We need to kill that one too, but first... Gotta get orcs to kill orcs.
Brave of you to disturb me, human. In your experience, has bravery been a particularly effective defense against disembowelment?
Discuss your orcs. Let's discuss the orc who lost the armory key.
You have it in your very possession, you say. Prove it. I find it rather unlikely that Lieutenant Gurul could have let it out of his sight. But I'll humor you, for now.
We ought to give her the key.
We ought to give her the key. When she sees Gural's failure, she'll destroy him, and it'll be one less orc to concern us.
That orc is hardly worth giving up access to the armory. I don't honestly care about the items anymore, so no.
Manipulating the orcs into doing our dirty work for us. I believe this is one of our finer moments.
It seems Lieutenant Gurul has rather a lot to answer for. Pardon me, I must have a word with one of my boys.
Right. Is the rest going to follow her? It's also a way. It's also a way to get her out of this place.
I get all the peace I need from serving the goddess. Let the lost die that we may live.
Oh, we need to talk to the undead traders too.
I've got my eye.
Going to call that hand.
What are you doing lingering around here anyway, human?
Grootilda doesn't tell you a thing, does she? We're waiting to fight the final battle. The time is nearly nigh. I need to dry off.
The human. These apes are nothing to us. Do you understand? Nothing. What a terrible disappointment you've been, Guru. Just think. My lieutenant dying just before the Great War.
Dying? Oh, mother!
Every which way I look, one of my boys is failing me.
That warm as fresh apple pie.
Take a dip in the river now. You smell.
What a shame.
Ha! Did you see that great green fool crumple like wet snow? I'd pay twice my weight in loot to see that again. Serves him right, the savage.
So you're free of the orc at last.
That's right, and I'll be damned if I'll see another savage threaten a blood brother of Jarl. Thanks for your help. We humans, Flatlander and brother alike, have got to look out for each other against these bloodthirsty oafs.
Risk their lives for love, would they? I'm not expecting
Did it
to find
just pop
foolish
back up
ignorance
again?
among hardened warriors.
Take it from a hardened warrior, sourpuss.
Well, whatever.
Once the battle's over, love's all that's left to turn to.
It never rains but it pours, eh?
Then why not stand up and face me, boy? One.
Hornless Gorak. That's the one who
We're
killed
keeping
the...
the peace for now. Chief's orders. That other tusk's yours to keep in the meantime.
That's
I'll probably get the humans to try to
stand
kill
up and
him.
his old tribe getting
Get,
ripped
try to
shreds.
ignite fighting between the factions.
Warm as dragon's breath.
Yeah, I'm not sure how... What are your options in dealing with this? Maybe you can... Maybe the optimal way would be to find some way to get the humans and orcs to kill each other. And after you get a few successes, it'll basically be open fighting.
My, you're still alive! Wait a bit, can't say I remember, especially these days. Most undead. Yeah, though perhaps it won't be very long before they have a stab at one another's vitals instead. I have the feeling there's trouble brewing between the orcs and the humans in there, and who can blame them really? Just ain't natural for them to consort, I say. Only good orc.
Okay.
Warm as dragon's breath.
We do need to kill the big orc ourselves. It's important to one of our own characters, Dora, so that's not something I'm gonna skip on. I think we probably should do that now, because if there's some kind of a triggering thing where the fighting between the different factions starts up, we might not get the chance anymore after that. And I'm somewhat reluctant in trying to load things and do things differently. Because on your first playthrough, you just need something to get things moving forward. So it doesn't particularly matter what the path you take is, as long as it moves things forward. And you can learn from mistakes much more than your perfect performances. Still, I have no idea how this is gonna go.
Sit! 1, 2, whee! Yay! New toys! New toys! But where's Mum? What's she want me to do with you?
Something's wrong. This is the monster who killed all those villagers? This child?
Yeah, Medora, perhaps you should be the one to talk to Norak.
You want me to, but this can't be right. The orc I remember, he was He was evil. A sadistic monster. This is... Oh, my head is spinning faster than a broken bumblebee. Let me get a good look at him.
Hello. I remember you. We used to be friends, didn't we? Yeah, we were great friends. We played all the livelong night, and I made pretty red ribbons up and down and up your face. Where'd your ribbons go? Do you want I should give you some more?
This isn't right. I'm gonna be sick.
It's all right, Medora. We're here together. No harm will come to you.
Sorry, pretty toy. Oh, please don't shout. Oh, Mum will be awfully cross if I make a ruckus.
What do you mean by mom?
Mum! Oh, the best mum in the whole wide world. Usually, orcs like me, scramble-headed, me brothers call me, are killed right away. But Mum says she took one look at me and knew I'd be the best warrior in the world. She brings me lots of toys and friends, and she showed me all the best games to play. At first, I didn't like how the toys would holler and cry when I'd make ribbons on them or play eyeball pop. But Mum taught me that that's how they show they're happy. First, they scream for joy, and then they take a long, long nap.
Grutilda.
Yeah, that's my mum's name. Did you meet her? Did she want us to play together?
Comrades, my mind's racing and my heart's gone like a snare drum. To be here, face to face with my greatest enemy and to find that he's not at all like the villain I'd worked up in my mind. It's unimaginable. I've hated him with every drop of blood in these veins. Hated him till my entire being screamed for revenge. But now I find he's as simple as a child. Maybe he even thought all the cruelty, the death he inflicted was a game. And all around us, more victims. And years stretching behind us, and years stretching ahead of us. More dead bodies tortured and wrung by his hands. But you, comrade, time and again you show me the valor inherent of forgiveness. You face the impossibly cruel or weak, and you offer them a second chance. Still, I cannot forgive this monster. He may well be confused, and he may have been mistaught, but that won't stop him from killing again. Ho, comrade, in the name of the Order of the Sauce Hunters, I ask you to lay down forgiveness and to join me now. To arms!
Yeah, I don't appreciate you calling me a hoe, but I agree with Medora. He might be an innocent child, but that doesn't change the fact that he's a mass murderer and will continue to be a mass murderer.
Are you mad at me? Oh, I'm sorry. Whatever it was, I'll not do it again. I promise.
Crap. Crap. Right, we need to basically disable him. There's no other way of doing this. If you wait, I need to lower his resistances to some of the effects. What exactly can I do? How is this going to go? Roderick's turns will be passed, the others will be passed too. So basically it's Jahan and Scarlet who are in any position to do anything. I doubt I can knock him down, but who the hell knows. Might be able to blind the bastard. Can I actually see what's happening? It's almost impossible to get a status effect like this to hit him.
Snare of the scoundrel.
Yeah. We're boned, we're so boned. This type of effect has a better chance of working, about 50-50. How about I could teleport him away? Might be my best chance to do something, since two of our guys are knocked down. If he starts his new turn right next to us, I think we're boned. But if he has to rush us, I think we'll be fine. Works both ways though.
All my toys are broken.
Stunned! Yeah, the fight is over. Should have done that actually right from the start. Yeah, I haven't played this game in a while. Didn't really think about what my characters can do. Not that it matters too much. This is a good practice fight for me to get back in the game.
Back on my feet again.
Piece of cake.
Bless the seven. I am restored.
Who gets the loot?
On the man.
What the fuck are you doing?
They didn't spare a soul.
None that couldn't serve them whiskey anyway.
Why can't you take it? It doesn't look like there's anything particularly interesting here. We might be able to rat on one more orc, but then we'll have to start trying to get the larger factions to fight each other. If there's gonna be some kind of fight that I'm gonna take part in, it's also gonna take a long time, just simply because there's so many people fighting it. Might as well try to get that fight going. Golden plate or not hard to say. I don't care. I haven't exactly stopped caring about the game itself. It's just the looting system and money. It doesn't seem to matter all that much anymore, so don't particularly care. I think we would need harder opponents, or more capable opponents, harder fights to get me back in the mood of giving a shit. It just seems like it's basically sucking a huge amount of time while not being all that important. So the game, I feel, as looking at gaming hour-wise, has been fairly long already, but it doesn't feel like that while you're playing it. So it's a weird situation. I basically feel like I've spent a huge amount of time out of the time I've been playing just managing things and things like that. So unless we have a situation that actually requires management, I'm trying to reduce the amount I have to do it.
Perhaps you haven't heard, whelp. Every time a foot soldier disturbs me, I take his head to compensate for my time.
Yeah, I recently met an orc attempting to sell me a special sort of gear. Highly irregular, don't you think?
The finest paw.
I say,
yes.
What about rat catcher?
Crafted a beverage that doesn't taste like pus. My patience for his antics is wearing thin. Madness I can tolerate, but failure, not for a moment.
If we tell her the Ratcatcher has lost control over the search, she'll eliminate him. One less orc for us to worry about.
And a mad one at that. I'll be all too happy to get rid of the crackpot.
So, our Ratcatcher has overstayed his usefulness. How I do enjoy a problem with an exceedingly simple solution. Pardon?
Ratcatcher is also a direct threat to us because he clearly knows that I'm the one who sabotaged him. So if we get him killed, I think that's a very, very good thing for us. Next comes the weapon seller. And then we'll try to basically get the two factions to fight each other.
What is it that you so enjoy about death?
Enjoying your time in this village, are you? Milling about senselessly, like one of your vermin.
Senselessly?
I get all the peace I need from serving the goddess. A life without peace, I say. Let the less die that remain live.
And yet, here we are, all, and not a single villager found. You eat of my food, and drink of my whiskey, but you've earned nothing.
Matilda doesn't tell you a thing, does she? We're waiting to fight the final battle. The time is nearly
You
nigh.
dare to insinuate that I cannot!
Enough, beast. You're useless. I have no place for uselessness in my camp.
You dare!
What
Failure?
is it that you so enjoy about death?
Honorable.
Some say death, but it's a second life.
Next comes the trader.
Can't you see me bloody cup is empty? Get about bleeding time, you nincompoop.
Oh, yes, yes, right away, my good man. What do you call it?
Resk, you've got to the count of 1 to kneel before me. Freshen this.
I'm trying to get a Geomancer skill. I have skill books, so if I can find the correct scroll, I think I could just make the spell instead of having to go out and trying to buy it somewhere. Okay, who the hell has all the scrolls? I'm pretty sure I haven't been selling any of it. Been buying extra ones.
Oh, Mother! The pigskin will bring your refreshment shortly.
Right.
All the better.
The oil
Thirst
surface
does so
spell.
magnify one's craving for goblin flesh, as the saying goes.
I'm not sure if I have the skills now. I'd have to switch equipment
This
real
swill is
quick.
hardly better than swamp
Right
water.
away, my good man.
Okay, I'm 100% certain I have the correct equipment.
You've got to the count of 1 to kneel before me.
Midnight Oil, right.
Freshen this.
1 turn cooldown.
Oh, Mother, of course!
I've been playing a little bit at the start of the game, different group. I sort of tried the idea of a solo playthrough, which I don't think works all that well here because of the forced 2-man group. I mean, you can do it, but what I mean is it's not that interesting really. However, I've
All the better.
seen the value of the
Thirst
Midnight
does so
Oil.
magnify
The
one's
value
craving
doesn't
for
come
goblin
from the
flesh, as the saying
fact that you can ignite the oil. It comes from the oil itself. It's very probably increase my intelligence a little bit.
This swill is hardly better than swamp water.
Here's the thing, I can more or less throw the blasted thing every turn.
Got to the count of 1.
It's fairly cheap to use, and it's the oil itself. It's a good way to basically neutralize melee guys. Because moving in the oil is incredibly costly to your action points. So it's more or less a way, I suppose, to break groups, manage things. It's a very useful tool to have, very cheap, and naturally you can just ignite it if it comes to that. But that wouldn't be the most value you can get out of it. What I need is 1 extra point of intelligence somewhere.
Heave that sack of rot in time. You ought to enjoy this short, cruel life while you can.
Yes, yes! Oh, Mother, with utmost pleasure!
Different type of staff would do it. This is a hit point staff that I have. Surely I have something of the intelligent front.
Enough!
+3 intelligence, unbreakable. Unusable as an attack tool. But that's not really a problem. And it'll suffice for now. Ooh, Amulet of Intelligence versus Bartering and Lore Master. Yeah, 1 turn cooldown.
Rest. You've got brave of you to disturb me, human. In your experience, has bravery... Well, That depends very much, whelp. My boys are free to do what they will with the garbage left over after a massacre. But certain more valuable materials must be delivered to me. Tell me, were my boys selling something rare or unusual?
Gear made of tenebrium.
Indeed, one trader offered us gear made of tenebrium.
What do to get another round?
That's right, he did. Quite the sneak, isn't he, to hide it from you?
I understand. Now, if you'll excuse me...
Well, it's a lot of free experience. 67,000 for another level up. Quite close. I have about 1.5 million experience points. Yeah, the oil status effect is what we're looking for. Cuts your movement speed to shit and trivially easy to throw around.
I get all the peace I need from serving the goddess. A life with peace, I say. Let the lost die that we may live.
2 o'clock. Hey,
What are you doing?
finally. So the
Tilda
bloody
doesn't turn
feds
back in, does
again.
she? We're waiting to find the
I'll open with 5 big ones.
I'll call and raise you another 5.
Can I just work right
Go. Now for the turn, Jack of clubs.
This thief was
Yeah,
no boy
check.
of
Go on.
mine. Let him rot on the gallows.
Right. I think we need to talk to the other guy now. Where is he? Where the prison is.
Discounts on magic balls.
Conduit's orders. Best not to get on her bad side. You know
Prove that one of the orcs killed his foe.
I feel like I've just had a long run at a cold lake.
I'll win this. Goddess is with me.
May your sword never sully, and your shield never shatter.
Yeah, I have proof that it was the orcs who killed Garrick.
I knew it. I felt in my heart that Garrick was dead. But we'll honour his memory in blood. By our you kobold slinger, so we will. The one you found proves the thief and the murderer is an orc. I need no further incentive. The wolves howl and the bears growl. I'm coming for you, Grutilda. And you. You have shown you are a friend of the mountains. Join me. Together we'll undo every last orc in Hunter's Edge. The battle has begun.
Excellent.
Now there's an idea with
I think our goal is to basically kill everyone, though.
Go on.
I mean, the humans here aren't all that much better than the orcs.
Brothers of Tanara, blood brothers of Jarl. The orcs have betrayed our alliance, and so we show them the meaning of the mountain's mind.
Find your tubber lad that did this and feeding him his own
I
netters.
prefer to drown my sorrows with ale.
Face me! By the mace of Barhan Skullgrinder, you'll heed my call. Grutilda! Grutilda! Face me, you she-devil! I know you stole our bloodstones. I know one of your dogs spilled the proud mountain son's blood, and I have the proof to back it up. Ah, Jarl, chief of the snow-clad peaks and conqueror of worlds, hereby sentence you to death. My blood brother's demise will not go unavenged.
Oh, Jarl, do calm yourself. You're positively hysterical. Now, we both know this moment was meant to come. You didn't think I, an All-Mother, would bow to some witch calling herself the conduit to the goddess, did you? Gullible little ape, aren't you? The so-called conduit was only as useful as her little tricks with bloodstone and tenebrium. After that, it only made sense to gather the stuff alongside, rather than against her immaculates. But now, all that is over. Would you like to see what's become of your precious bloodstones, Jarl? Have a look.
Jarl's dead. So are we.
Without aid, I will expire soon.
No kidding. Dead orc hunter. Elite orcs joining the fight. Where are the mountain men? So that's why we wanted to reduce their numbers. There's no point really coming here. It only opened up, made us vulnerable to the Gruntilda's rush. And we're basically screwed because of that. Not that I can do much against her, at the same time I don't see why I shouldn't try. I have actually blocked my own access there. So we'll wait. Yeah, this won't work. They kill some of our guys in the first turn. Okay, this might be the only saving grace we have. I used drain willpower on my own guy, because, yeah, he's behind Gruntilda and the target took her instead of my own guy, so yeah, we're loading. That could have gone better. But it seems like if we get rid of the 3 main orcs, we're actually not in a bad position.
Face me, you she-devil! I know you stole our bloodstones. I know one of your dogs spilled the proud mountain son's blood. I have the proof to back it up. Ah, Jarl, chief of the snow-clad peaks and conqueror of worlds, hereby sentence you to death. My blood brother's demise will not go.
What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, Jarl, do calm yourself. You're positively hysterical. Now, you both know this was meant to come. You didn't think I, an All-Mother, would bow to some witch calling herself the conduit to the goddess, did you? Gullible little ape, aren't you? The so-called conduit was only as useful as her little tricks with bloodstone and tenebrium. After that, it only made sense to gather the stuff alongside, rather than against her immaculates. But now, all that is over. Would you like to see what's become of your precious bloodstones, Jarl? Have a look.
Meteor shower!
What do you think you're doing?
Gruntilda didn't give a shit, so I don't think I missed him, but the orcs are in terrible shape because of that. Also got Richard. hard to say who's fighting who here. You wait. I don't think we want to necessarily attack the field yet. Yeah, they keep fighting in the background. Are they attacking me or what? I can't attack them though, so I guess they're not hostile. He would be vulnerable to status effects for a turn or two. Also, I need to get rid of some fire. I'm thinking of maybe protecting our own allies here. They might turn hostile. Weak and curse. Cursed, okay. It'll be a little bit less damaging. I do need to get rid of the fire. It's not really doing us any favors here, just causing trouble. Richards is the one who's going to be taking the brunt of Grutilla's attack, so I'd like him to actually survive a single turn. Leadership and running about doing nothing. Well, the heal will keep him alive for a turn. I would still like to see the Molten Warriors get some casualties. At the same time, I'm not sure if that's a good idea. It sort of depends what we want to do here. The Mountain Warriors might be usable later on still. At the same time, we might want to get rid of both factions. So going too far to help just one is not in our benefit. So maybe we should just hold back. Or just do our best to see where it goes. Yeah, I don't actually want to go all that close to Grutilla. He might be debuffed, but she's dangerous. She's actually blind. So she's not dangerous. Not at all. And she's stuck. And diseased. She probably can't heal herself, so I'm not sure if I need to worry about such things. So many status effects I can't really do actually all that much. There's so much water around, I don't want to use the lightning attacks. I can do nether swaps.
I'm headed for a fall.
One less Gruntilda. And they keep fighting the orcs. I don't actually care too much. It doesn't seem to have anything to do with us. Start looting. Ooh. They are attacking me. I sort of knew this was likely going to go to a free fall at some point anyway. So, yeah.
Has my blood been replaced with water?
Definitely don't want to interfere in anything that happens in the north. But yeah, time to start killing them. Everything that's not our group is gonna die. Any other hostiles here? No. Just you, Mr. Mountain Warrior. Over encumbered. Yeah, that's not good.
7 strangle this frightful foe.
Could use a summoned creature here. Or annoy people with oil. It doesn't really matter if they're not attacking me.
dare to walk among us.
Okay, there isn't that much I can do. And the orcs are coming after me. No? Yeah, I don't get how the AI prioritizes things. I mean, I wasn't even attacking Ogmer here. He had enemies right next to it, and he just ignored them. I don't get it. Anywho, we're going to have to die. And now they don't care about the orcs at all anymore. Shit. Okay, it's not that bad. I was worried that suddenly the situation where I'm basically taking 4 guys against 2 hostile groups turns into me fighting more close to 10 hostiles at the same time. All focusing on me. No. I'm ignoring the orcs until the mountain men's numbers have been reduced a little bit. No, I don't want the goddamn air elemental. It's fine, but I always forget the fact that when someone kills it, all the water, it creates water and an electrical field on that water. So it sort of tends to getting me killed more than anything else. Okay, you need to die.
Piercing cold.
27. Yeah, mountain warrior is probably highly resistant to water. Physical works fine, everything except water works fine. Why don't you kill the barbarians? Surmount an archer, become blind. Immune to knockdown. Why are you immune? I should have noticed that earlier. Well, he's immune and that's the end of it. Okay.
but kindling for my triumphant blaze.
Richard is the one we need to keep be careful of. He's pretty much the last remaining decent fighter they have, and he's leader, so he'll improve the abilities of the rest. What I need to do is be able to get the oil slick a little
Grave
bit.
opens to welcome you.
Well, of ice would also suffice, I suppose. If there's too much crap here, I can't do it.
I invoke breeze and bluster, gust and gale.
Phew. The area of effect spells also don't seem to be on the line of sight. I suppose that's another big benefit. Right, what I want to do is block your access to me a little bit. There doesn't seem to be any resistance to oil. It is it comes from the ground, so if you walk on it, you'll get the debuff. This would create another oil surface.
Spirits of Rivalon, I call you home to the earth.
Orc died, 2 of the mountain men are stunned, and that's basically it. Richard is stuck in oil, he's not moving anywhere after that.
You are well within my range now.
Be able to kill Richard. Yeah, now that he's crippled, he'll take 50% extra damage from the flurry, so he's basically dead. Good, good, good. Okay, this is 5 points better than I thought. I would like to see at this point. Might be able to stun. Diseased and stunned.
That ought to hurt.
Air Elemental has to be just a distraction for this guy, doesn't have to achieve anything. Create a little bit of water here too, it'll probably shock his ass. Anyway, who are you? Mountain Warrior Julian. Yeah, Julian is still there. Focus on killing targets. I think that's the best bet. Although this would keep Julian in check. Right. Yeah, it just focuses on it blindly. If I go there, I'm gonna be stuck. If I go there, probably be okay. Yeah, all my enemies are stunned. It's basically a game over for everyone.
Oh, I needed that.
Hold doesn't work on it. Yes, it does. Chance to resist 15%. It's not doesn't it applies to the damage, not the status effects. Status effects are something completely different. Right. And now he's no longer frozen, which doesn't really matter. My bigger problem is I need to get rid of the water. I'd like him to come to us. Right, he'll do a little bit of damage, but more or less he's worthless.
Face the unending darkness.
Yeah, the electrical status effect is starting to spread a little bit too much now. Luckily the fight is at an end, so it's not gonna be I don't think it's too dangerous for us, but yeah, it's borderline troublesome now. This guy could use another attack spell type. Something to throw around when you don't want to throw around lightning bolts, basically. Suppose we can. Screw it. Shield and wet. Fire spells aren't a good idea. Door, I can finish things. No block there.
This transgression. Faster, my friend!
Yeah, you're so dead.
This is the end! For you!
Yay?
What's that gleam?
Probably more enemies still around somewhere.
Sigurd's beard, what a find!
Now, seems like this is mostly worth some cash, not that much good loot. I think Gotilda dropped decent loot, but that's about it. And what did you drop? I started picking up items pretty much with everyone. West Heart Metal Helmet of the Lumberjack. Good amount of hit points. You have a lot of strength. Equipment is brought to break. Might as well take everyone's equipment at this point then. I doubt she's the only one who had damage to her equipment. There were 25% chance to set stun status. Plus 3 perception, higher critical chance, plus 9% critical chance. Omniscient stock of air, actually a fairly good weapon. Also plus 3 level defense, so I can't use it. In theory. Okay, what did we get? We got boots. Boots are good. Decent armor class, bartering, initiative, immunity to being slowed, earth resistance. Great boots. Not amazing boots, but 37 armor class on boots versus 17. Yeah. Actually, let's look at the others. Yeah. Good find. Razor's a bowman. Bow crafting initiative. Not bad at all. I mean, it's better than the ones we have. And I'm pretty sure someone has, yeah, these regular gloves, but We only care about the armor class. So in that sense, it's a good replacement for you. More armor, more crafting, more initiative. Dexterity costs us what? Nothing important. Two-handed weapon of worthlessness. Unlocks regeneration. Avatar poison. A lot of stuff, not that much magical stuff. A couple of keys, no indication what they open. Rapid Splendid Draconian Fire Wand of Silence. +2 speed. That's probably very useful. Unbreakable Infectious Flame. Chance to set muted status. So basically +2 speed is what you take this for. How much? Yeah, I think we want the other stats more. At least for now. But it's not a bad one. We might have use for it. Depends on the situation how useful it is. Like, well, that's more or less our whole. We have a huge amount of random crap we need to get rid of. Also, what exactly do I need to do now? I think we might want to clean up this city more or less. Move around a little bit, maybe clean up things. Save the prisoners. There are at least a couple of hostiles that I didn't see what happened to them. They could have been hacked to pieces by someone else surely, but yeah. They still have their loot here. Love grenades. What else? Rat catchers.
Warm as dragon's breath.
Yes,
I prefer to
hostiles.
drown my sorrows with ale. I'm dripping.
Great Orc's Lair. Lead Orc. Might as well. Okay, I'll fight this fight and end it there. Doesn't look like there's anything important here. Just a little bit of extra fighting. Without a doubt, there's more fighting still to be had, more exploring, more looting, and things like that. But that's gonna take a lot of time. More or less, we got the important fights out of the way, though. I'm going to try to play the Great Orc out of the fight through status effects. Maybe not. The Mountain Warriors are hostile to me too. Not now immediately, but we'll have to kill them anyway. I'm not sure how far I should go trying to wipe them out now, when the mountain warriors are clearly have the upper hand here. Maybe the Dread Orc. I think we're away. A lot of blood all over the place, so a little bit of shocking attacks might cause a lot of trouble here. Now I'm getting experience even when the mountain men are doing killing. I wonder what started the fight in the other place.
The totem's cold. Lifeless sockets seem to assess you. The totem silently acquiesces.
Got a totem. We obtained the totem from Cordelia, but we can't seem to activate it. Cordelia must have had a way to bring it to life. So if we go back there, we could cancel the spell. It's probably what we should do. Not sure what the consequence of that is. Okay, more fights, more fights, more fights. We need to start attacking mountain people. They're overwhelming the orcs at this point. Just massively overwhelming them. And I've already fought against a couple of their leaders, so I don't see that I'm going to be able to avoid fighting them anyway. The thing is, if I don't take advantage of this situation now, they are going to just massively overwhelm the orcs. At the same time, they could be temporarily allied. Who knows, who knows. Yeah, we need to do something. They're not exactly hostile now, that's... I don't mind attacking them. My problem is that this is a computer game. So usually when you attack people that are not hostile toward you, intentionally, it rarely leads to anything good. So while this would be, I think, a smart move tactically, if I want to get rid of all of these, I'm afraid of the consequences from a computer game standpoint. Am I gonna screw things over badly in some sense? I don't know.
What in the name of Sigurd?
Go swap place with the dead guy, I suppose. But the orcs will die now, so...
I'm drenched.
Yeah, this could go in a lot of different ways. Either way, we get our level ups. Do we get a level? I'm pretty sure we got a level up. We definitely had a level up. Yeah, I just didn't get all that many points. I guess a single ability point. Yeah, right. I'm in a position with a lot of guys where I don't know where I want to go next. Do I need more Tenebrium skills? Do I want marksman? What exactly do I want to do with these guys? Maybe defensive abilities would be more useful. That sort of thing. Three points isn't good enough for anything. Okay, this is more or less just a waste. You could use more crafting, which I don't know if it's useful or not. And I don't want to, I don't want to deal with a lot of things like having to go and identify my items somewhere else. So maybe I'm storing the points basically because I have no idea where to use them. This will end up with me not using the points at all, I'm pretty certain of that. But you could use something besides man-at-arms. What would benefit you? Man-at-arm abilities are useful. No, defensive abilities would be best for her. More armor rating, less movement negatives, more defenses against special abilities. I can't raise her damage anymore than I already have through any other mean except crafting, I think. So, and I don't really want to take new skills. She has a decent amount of skills already that she can use, and I can use her effectively in that specific role. I need a damage dealer. She's a damage dealer. But she could be better defended against status effects especially, so the enemy will have a tougher time disrupting her damage dealing abilities. Armor would also make her easier to keep alive. It's already base 2 though, while some of these are base 0. But a higher armor specialist sometimes required to actually wear the armor itself. And we're currently at level 2, so if I find a better armor than I currently have, I don't think I could even wear it. So I think we're gonna just go there. Then start getting the defenses up with the status effects. I just want to use the points on something instead of just sitting on them forever. So reduces the chance to receive a lot of status effects. Increases willpower. Armor specialist. Level 5 negates the movement penalty entirely. It's not that big of a deal because she has the battering ram and Johan can move things around on the battlefield, so I don't think that's that big a deal. It's the access to armor that's the bigger one. So the status effects are more valuable to me at this point. I think we got maybe heavier armor to 108. Maybe not. A lot of standard stuff that's valuable but not really usable. Okay. I'll leave things here. We'll have to clean up the rest of the city, think about what we do with the bone totem, and then probably get access to the mage's house. I don't really care if we have to do some kind of mass murder on the mountain men at this point either. We have mass damage spells, 2 of them. Yeah, we can do the hail attack and meteor storm, so that will basically kill everything that gets hit by that. So we can manage it, even though it might be a bit troublesome.